Hi, my name is Heather and I am an oil painter and a mixed media artist. Today I'm going to show you how to incorporate a magazine into your mixed media backgrounds. This is a request from Love Mariposa. I got Love and Elizabeth's request mixed up, but Elizabeth has seen the masterboard, and so this one is for you, Love. I'm so sorry that I did that. I hope you guys are finding these videos to be helpful, and let's get right to it.
So Love, there probably are a million ways that you can incorporate a magazine picture into a mixed media background, but I'm just going to show you my way and how I do it for this particular piece anyways, and I hope that you find this to be helpful. So what I've done here is I've grabbed like just scraps from my stash and I've glued them on with Mod Podge. And then I got some clear gesso and I'm going over the piece with clear gesso. And I'm doing this because I want it to have some grit and I want it to hold the paint that I'm going to be putting on it. And this is white gesso that I am putting on the piece with a card. You can use a credit card or whatever you have. Then I am just doing a wash with this turquoise Dilutions paint. And that's just water and paint. And then I put a napkin over it or a paper towel to get the impressions. And then make sure that's dry before you go on to the next layer. Then I have a brayer and I'm just doing a coat of black paint with the brayer. And now I'm doing purple paint. I'm really kind of making this up as I'm going along. It's kind of an intuitive thing, which is what's great about creating art. It can be anything that you want it to be. Now I have a stencil and I am using Dilutions ink and stenciling on these cool numbers and letters. And I'm making sure that that is all dry, and then I'm taking water because the ink is still able to move around and creating those drips. Now I am going to put my magazine pieces, and I just found these cool pieces in a magazine. And I'm putting them on with Mod Podge, and I know that the ink is smearing and I don't mind that. You can fix it before if you don't want the ink to smear. And I got this cool little flower that I thought was neat. And a bird. And this abstract human. And then I had these like little butterflies in my stash, which are not from a magazine, but you can incorporate anything you want in a mixed media piece. And I have these two little birds, and I just drew them out on tissue paper. And I've had a couple of videos where I've shown you how to create these foil strips with tape and foil. And these are some that I had left over and I am using them in my piece. Just to give it some texture, some different elements. And I'm cutting off the excess. And I'm gluing these on with Mod Podge. And then I'm taking my brayer with some black paint and going over that so it doesn't look so structured. I want things not to look perfect. Then I'm putting some more of these foil strips at the top of the page. And always try to make sure that everything is dry before you add another layer of something. And then I am obsessed with this shimmer spray lately, so I'm using it like on everything. It's blue and it's shimmery and it's awesome, and I don't know, it makes me happy. So I did some drips. Now I'm going back over my little birds that I had put these down with tissue paper, and that creates a texture as well, and I'm going over it with acrylic paint. And now I'm taking some blue and white paint and I'm going around all of my images to create another effect and cover up that tissue paper. I've taken some matte medium and yellow paint and I've created kind of like a little glaze, and I'm going over the magazine picture with the color to kind of make it pop. So it's just matte medium and a little bit of yellow for the middle, and matte medium and a little bit of pink for the outside of the flower. And I'm putting in my twos. I've been seeing twos all over the place lately, so I just incorporated it into my piece. I guess I feel like that's lucky. Now I'm taking a charcoal pencil and outlining and putting shadows in different places. And then I'm putting some little white dots on my butterfly and on the top of her hat. And that's with an acrylic paint pen. And then I'm adding another two. And then I'm putting some Cosmic Shimmer Mist on my butterfly, of course. I love shimmer. Then I have my oil pastel and I'm going around the edges and boxing the piece out. Then I have my fine liner that has white acrylic paint and airbrush medium in it, and I am kind of messy scribbling spread your wings and fly. And then I decided that I wanted to add another little leaf, and so I'm adding that on with Mod Podge. And then I have my Stabilo and I'm shading the leaf. And then I'm spraying the piece with Spetrifix to hold that charcoal pencil and that pastel. And then I decided that I wanted to add another element, and I used a little bit of gray ink and texture paste, and I'm putting these bricks in with a stencil. And then I'm kind of using my palette knife and smearing it up because I don't like anything to be perfect. And I got a little black paint and I took my brayer and went over that again. And then I had this really cool cardstock paper that has this fuzzy decoration on top, which I thought was really cool. And I wanted to add another element on this piece. So I cut that up into squares, and I'm putting different squares of that paper on my piece. And I'm just outlining them with a black marker. Voila, there you have it, a mixed media piece using magazine pictures for your focal point. Super easy, super fun. You can get really creative with this. I hope this video was helpful.
If you guys have not subscribed, I hope that you will subscribe to my channel for future art videos.